Why, hello there. Hi. Yeah, indeed. That is, in fact, kazoo-wise, that is this kazoo right here, which I think I bought at a music store. I do actually have a long-range kazoo. This is a loud sucker. It really, I mean, it's got 3 membranes, and it's just the loudest mother I've ever had. I've ever utilized. It is, in fact, the siege engine, the bagpipes of kazoo. And with that sound, having chased the cats out of the room, pretty sure. Oh, my cat. I still have a cat back here. I'll give you a quick cameo for our kitty Delilah. Hello, Delilah. This is your adoring public, Delilah Kitty. There she is. She will probably wander out, having gotten fed up with all the noise that I'm making sometime soon. So today I was bound and determined not to go into the office because I had gone into the office 3 times last week. One time which was to literally drive 20 minutes, flip a circuit breaker switch, and drive back. Yes, cat. Delilah. One of the 2. I will show you Delilah again. Delilah has a look on her face that mostly looks put upon. Don't buy it. It's okay. Lots of people like you. They think you're very cute. They think you're very pretty. Yes. She's like, okay. I liked it better when you were facing the other way, human. Ah. Sure. Today, I was bound and determined not to go into the office because of the circuit breaker incident. I have put in a request for facilities to actually look at that circuit breaker because it goes off every time there's any kind of power issue at that building ever. And what happens is it goes off in accounting, and then the head of accounting calls IT because her computer won't turn on, nor will anything else plugged into the outlets. Why? Because the circuit breaker is thrown, but her computer won't start, and therefore it is an IT issue. And I've just said the C word about 4 times, and now, because the activation word for the Alexa puck over there is computer. So there it is. So we're going to start pretty, and I don't know where we're going after that, but what the heck, it's a Monday. Let's do a thing, shall we? Yeah, let's do pretty. Moonlight and magnolia, starlight in your hair, all the world a dream come true. Did it really happen? Was I really there? Was I really there with you? There goes the cat. We lived our little drama. We kissed in a field of white, and stars fell on Alabama last night. A, D minor, and G, forget the glamour. Your eyes held tender light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. Gee, I never planned in my imagination a situation so heavenly, a fairyland where no one else could enter, and in the center just you and me. Dear, my heart beat like a hammer, my arms wrapped around you tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night. All right, let's do a little bridge here. Birmingham, Montgomery. ADGC. We lived a little drama. We kissed in a field of white, and stars fell on Alabama last night. Forget the glamour. Your eyes held a tender light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. To the bridge. I never planned in my imagination a situation so heavenly. Pray I hit that chord. A fairyland that no one else could enter, and in the center just you and me. I did it. Dear, my heart beat like a hammer, my arms wrapped around you tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I think it was, to quote the great philosopher Taserface in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, it's metaphorical! Yeah! Oh, my goodness me, my goodness me. So here we are, show 225 on the 26th of April. Oh my gosh. This month feels like it's been going on for a while, and that's because it is a long month. We have practically 5 full weeks in it. Which means that for a lot of us, it's just like one dang thing after another. Although the month did start on a Thursday, and we're ending on a Friday. So that's a thing. That's something. And this weekend, well, last weekend I was very productive. We defrosted the freezer. We got a big old freezer that we got back in Oregon as part of a food delivery subscription program. What somebody I know called REO Meat Wagon. And we spent enough money on it that they brought us the great poet Taserface, that's right. They gave us a big, huge stand-up chest freezer, which has been, sorry, it's not a chest, it's a stand-up. It's basically the same size as a large refrigerator, except it's all freezer. And it has traveled with us from Oregon to Texas, been in storage, been out of a house, been moved 3 times. So it's about a 15-year-old freezer. And every couple of years, we have to take everything out of it, turn it off, and melt and or chip away layers of permafrost. We managed to do that. We didn't lose any product, any food, really. There were some things in there that we just couldn't identify, and we got rid of them because we want to survive, and it's important. Try not to eat food you can't identify as being food. That's an important thing to know. Also, we dumped anything older than 2016, which we had, and it's true. There it is. Yes! So we unearthed a lot of stuff that we will now go through and cook and prepare. We have a lot of chicken breasts, and my brother-in-law is a retired commercial fisherman. The practical upshot of this being that he still lives right out there on the bay in Palacios, and so when he comes to visit family, he will bring an almost insane amount of freshly caught shrimp, frozen shrimp. Ziploc baggies full of basically bricks of shrimp. That's a lot of shrimp. And it takes some time to prepare and to peel and devein all those shrimp, and I have not had a lot of time to do that. So we still have a lot of shrimp in the freezer. And I'm going to take like a day somewhere down the line, and I'm going to peel and devein all of those shrimp, and we are going to have ourselves a shrimp-a-palooza. Because we can put shrimp in anything. At the risk of sounding like a guy from a movie, you can get, you know, shrimp gumbo, shrimp etouffee, shrimp salad, shrimp stew, shrimp po' boy, fried shrimp, broiled shrimp, baked shrimp, shrimp and grits, grits and shrimp. I could go on, but I shouldn't. Let's move to the next song, shall we? The next song is one of mine, and you've heard me do it a couple of times, and I'm going to try something that I did not do with it earlier. Shrimp, yes. Because the song is Searching for My Arch-Nemesis. Now, I played it on the baritone ukulele, and I played it on Ducky here. But the problem with it playing it on Ducky is that there's a jump that has to happen. And it's just a matter of getting your fingers to behave, because it's B, 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 G. And then I realized something. The fingering here, where I'm putting my finger across the entirety of this, is basically, if I move my middle finger one fret over, it's a G. Yes, he can be taught. So we're going to see how this works. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. Don't want another soulmate, it's just too much fuss. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. Forever war begins with two of us, and readers will fight forever. No matter what, we will be together. If that ain't love, then I don't really know what is. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. A soulmate's too much trouble, I'll just take a miss. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. Our mutual loathing brings mutual bliss. They always say that love is a battlefield. Let's get the loving right to what is real. I'll thwart your plans and you thwart my plans back to bridge. A minor 7, which is also C. Searching for my arch-nemesis. We'll be joined together in adversary bliss. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. Our destinies, our link always comes down to this, and whether I have a high ground fish, be all the pit, and through the ages our fights will be told in song. Never ending, they'll just go on and on. No thing is love if you hold it long enough. Meanwhile, I'm singing this ominous kind of gothy, spooky song, and y'all are still talking about shrimp over here, and I like that. I like that in my audience. There's a lot of nice things you can do with shrimp. We will have I may have to write a shrimp song now. This would be almost entirely not y'all's fault. I had some other songs in the pipeline that have been inspired by other people, and I'm not going to do them just now. I, by the way, do have the SOS Sailor Orientation song. I actually managed to do that song in one take, and it's now on my SoundCloud as well as on my Patreon. Patreon folks get a free week's preview of it. Why? Seems like a thing to do, honestly. So we will move from there to an entirely different song. Arch-Enemy with Shrimp. We're gonna do Captain's Log. And we're going to end with Werewolf. This is a song written by my friend, John the Mighty Quigley Finch of Salty Walt and the Rattlin' Ratlines. And it is a song which is intended to generate almost audible facepalming. When I did this live, I was lucky enough to be able to see out into the audience. Yeah. Oh, the name of the ship on which we sail is a jolly roving dog, and the crew be bold, the boatswain's old, and we all do love a grog. The captain was the toughest man whatever sailed the seas, until one thing finally struck him down, was a nasty French disease. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Oh, the captain finally met his match, old France, she finally won. The first mate sat beside him for the setting of the sun, and the last words of the captain to the good crew of the dog was that none shall ever take his place till they find the captain's log. Oh, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So we searched down in the scuppers and we searched up in the nests. For a time we kept our spirits high with witty words and jests, but soon a gloom enveloped us thick as a pea soup fog. For no matter where we looked, we could not find the captain's log. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. So at last we took to the great big book that the captain brought to sea, in which he put each day's events as written a history. But no matter where we searched inside that vast and lofty tome, we could not find where the captain's log had chosen for to roam. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. For the many logs that we did find, they all did look the same. But but we never have found the piece of wood inscribed with the captain's name. Oh, we sailed the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yes, we sail the briny oceans on the jolly roving dog, and we will not rest upon our quest to find the captain's log. Yay! Looking at the comments, I can see that my audience has become more entertaining than I am. It was bound to happen sooner or later. There you go. You're looking at the comments going, who are these people? I know these people, and sometimes I ask myself, who are these people? I know not. It's been a fine day. I will make a note before I launch headlong into I'm Dating a Werewolf, which I have to do and pay close attention to because it's the kind of song that can get away from you if you're not careful, that things do appear to be changing. For better or worse, the everyone works at home policies are beginning to be adjusted here in Texas. And it is possible that in the coming month or two that I will start going into the office more often, which means that the number of these shows I do per week will be reducing. That's just the way it's going to happen. I do want to continue to do these shows. These shows are certainly helping me stay sane, and maybe it's helping y'all stay a little sane too. Those of you watching live and those of you watching in reruns, because I'm big in syndication. I will keep you all apprised of those developments. I've been warning people about it for a while, and it's just a matter of, at some point, the numbers are going to be good. I've gotten my 2 shots. Amy has gotten her 2 shots. So, at least in theory, we're much less likely to catch anything in the virus department. And we're being very careful to continue to wear masks when we go out among the humanity because we don't want to carry it around with us like luggage. So, but we'll see. For now, the schedule remains what the schedule is. When we get to June, we'll see where things go, yeah? We'll see where things go. Okay. Having done that, we now come to the moment you've all been waiting for, the final song in the show today. And that is, of course, I'm Dating a Werewolf. Initially written because I'm doing anthropomorphic fandom conventions like Texas Furry Fiesta. And I fully expect that I will wind up having to go back into the office simply because I am desktop support in my day job, and that does mean that I have to be where desktops are. And I'm okay with that to a certain extent. Day job wise, I'm in a pretty good place. But we'll do this. We'll do what we do here. Let's do this. It finally happened to me. I found someone I didn't think it could come true. What I found be a life companion, so the same thing could happen to you. I mean, our life together is wonderful. Think we're gonna get serious soon. We really got a good thing going, but it gets real freaky when we hit a full moon. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. It's like I'm awake in a beautiful daydream, yo. They really have improved my days. I'm still really startled they found me here. Guess we'll have to see how all this plays. They do all kinds of cute things that I adore. This relationship is gonna go far. I mean, I get all squishy when they stick their head out of the window when we're driving my car. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo, woo, woo. Now I ain't saying the things are perfect here. No, the challenges will always be there. And we work our way through our problems now, so it usually kinda turns out fair. I mean, I don't like fighting my partner now, so I learned me this one little trick. If things get angry and we get into a fight, all I gotta do to win is throw a stick. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo. Full moon. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. So now you know the whole darn crazy story. How my life is just flipped right upside down. And it might not sound like my mind's too clear. Gotta know that I ain't wearing a frown. I mean, I know that I hit me the jackpot, y'all. That's the reason why I'm singing this song. And although we know it could take a lot of work, and it'll sing a little thing that's gone right. Just behind the word bubbles. Hairball. I'm dating a werewolf. Oh yes, it's true. I'm dating a werewolf. I feel a woo, 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 woo. How with me? Woo, woo, yeah. And so we come staggering in, battered, confused, a little winded, and hotter than we thought we were going to be on the end of April, to the end of yet another Tobias the Adequate Troubadork non-commute COVID pandemic coping mechanism show. Thank y'all for hanging out with me once again. I enjoy doing this. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me with it. If the comments are any indication, y'all are actually having a great deal of fun. And that is good. It is a full moon tonight. Wow. Okay. Well, a little concerned by that, but there it is. Oh dear, oh dear. No, I'm not going to tell you what I just coughed out of my mouth. I am not. I'm going to let you wonder about that. We will continue to do this until such time as circumstances change to make it less frequent. It's not going to stop. It's just going to be less frequent. I'm also going to continue to do some other things as well, which I'd like to talk to you about. Just here for a moment. First and foremost, of course, the tip jar is over here. PayPal.me/theadequate. Venmo @theadequate. And I want to thank Alicia, Eric, Robert, Rick, Emily, and Miranda for throwing some bucks in the bucket there. And I want to thank my continuingly bewildering PayPal, patron peoples. My party on, Patreon peoples. That is, of course, Genjo, Alexi, Austin, Chris, Teppo, Shay, Linda, Ann, Stephen, Rob, Alicia, Relly, BK, Richard, Brian, Lorene, and patrons past and present. Don't worry, you can always pick it up in reruns. We'll be replaying it. It'll be available almost as soon as I finish. Patreon peoples get things like previews of new songs before anybody else does, and some other cool things which I will be doing, which leads me to a couple of other things real quick. Of course, you can find me on the interwebs at theadequate.com. The website needs work, but then again, so do I. I'm at The Adequate on TikTok, Tumblr. I'm Tobias The Adequate on TikTok and Tumblr. I am at The Adequate on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. SoundCloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre has my recorded stuff. THUD Bucket is, of course, death metal you can laugh at. It's still out there, and we're beginning to look at working on a few more videos. We only have 10 songs, so we can only do 10 videos. There's another thing I want to tell you about here, and that is that I have a book. It's being published in May. It is, in fact, the second printing of the Artisanal Gibberish book, except that this is going out through Unruly Voices, an imprint of Paper Angel Press. And we are going to have hardcover and ebooks available in a lot of places. If you go to paperangelpress.com and look for Unruly Voices, you will find me there. It is in the poetry section, because there's no cruel and unusual grammar section in their books. And I'm rather excited about it. And There is actually another Matthew Laguerre out there, and he writes historical detective stories. I am not that Matthew Laguerre, but I do now have Amazon and Goodreads author page, which is attached to my actual book. So if you're Goodreads peoples or an Amazon peoples, you can check those out and see what that looks like. And we can certainly see about doing some other stuff as we go along. And that, my friends, I believe is everything this time. I am big in syndication, and that's all right. I don't mind that. That's enough out of me. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be careful. Be kind. Be silly. Be prepared to drink more water than you think you need to. Hail, hydrate. And, as always, y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you once again for encouraging my behavior. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Aloha.